got that. Get this sorted out. Bear with me. Eventually I'll find out where this button is that I'm supposed to push. There we go. Oh. Now we're rocking. Good, set, adjust. Okay, we are set. Whew. Welcome everybody into the bakery. Sunday, midday, time change on the East Coast, messing everybody up. Daylight savings, daylight loss. I just want daylight. That's all I want. Anyways, last night we had a lot of people on the live show. We were baking this cheesecake. We had a couple of other cheesecakes we baked earlier on in the day. So we finished those off and then we made another one and we're going to decorate that one today. So last night, and thanks for joining, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the instant replay later on when the video gets posted, or tomorrow, the next day, or next month, thanks so much for watching. This is, I call this my hockey puck cheesecake. I'm not going to tilt it too much because I don't want to lose the blueberry topping, but check that out. It's cooled down overnight, but if I obviously tilt it too much, we're going to lose it. But that's the hockey puck because it's just bigger than the size of a hockey puck. This was the full size. I'll show you this guy. This was the 6-inch size. Now I even cut into it on the live because we wanted to see exactly how this turned out. Again, baked this one about 22 hours ago, middle of the day. It had about 6 hours to cool. I would have liked a little bit more time, but it was enough that we were able to slice into it, lift it up, and take a look. And then I was able to mend it back and add the blueberry topping on there. So go back and give that a watch. I believe I was called Late Night Saturday, or Saturday Late Night Cheesecake Baking was this one with the blueberry topping. So we had 2 of those. And then of course, this was what we baked last night. This is a bigger one. I believe this is an 8-inch. I believe this is the 8-inch pie plate. So that's good too. So we've got our heat on already. I've got my bowl of raspberries. That's what we're making tonight. A nice, today I should say, sweet raspberry sauce to go on top of this. A hint of lemon. We had a hint of lemon in the cheesecake, hint of lemon in the raspberries. It's going to give it a really good finishing flavor. I love raspberries. First things first. This is the moment of truth here where we're going to pop out the cheesecake. So I'll make sure that's in the frame. It is. And we'll see how we did if it releases. It released pretty clean. So we're happy about that. Now, of course, this is the true moment of truth. Does it release from the spring form? And we do this live to see exactly how it works. I did not use parchment paper under there. I think I just lifted it a little bit too much before I released everywhere. It's a heavy cheesecake, so we got to be careful when we're trying to release this. Go around, if you've never done this before, go around just a little bit everywhere. It's almost like we've got a big cheese wheel, right? Just slide it off the edge just a touch right now to get it started. Come on, work with me there, work with me there. Just get it over the edge, that's all we're looking to do. Perfect, I'll lift this off now. I have fresh parchment paper under there. And now this is where, get it as close to the edge as possible and just slide, slide, slide. Got to support it so it doesn't break on us. And we made it. Whew, whew. We made it without breaking it, so that was a positive right there. Good, let's take a look. See what exactly we have for this cheesecake. Whoa, I even forgot to put on the apron. I'm baking, I gotta have the apron on. That way we're set. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm just taking a look down here at the comments, everybody. Bear with me for a second here. I'll try and get caught up. Question mark, welcome. Storms. Okay, that was a good one, amigos. I'm trying to read that multiple times. I haven't made cheese drippy. Wahid, thank you. The drippy cheese, I don't know. Moldy cheese, I'm not even sure about that one. I've got the heat on, so let's take a look at that cheesecake. that we baked, and that's gonna get ready to be dressed up. This is where we examine. It was okay. I didn't make a large crust on this one, so I'll tilt it up here so you can see it a little bit easier. See how the crust is pretty thin? I wanted to go thin on this one. And I took my normal recipe and just eyeballed it, shrunk everything down. So it's going to be interesting on the flavor there too. You know what we can even do before we get that started? Let's do exactly what we did last night. Yeah. Okay, let's slice into this one. Let me wet that first, some hot water. Let's see how it turned out. And then I'm gonna blend it back together. It's thick, I can feel it, so that's good. It's coming through nice. Rinse. Your rinse will help keep that cheesecake slice clean. Let's get a big enough one so we can see right inside. And I'm not going to go for a pie lifter, I'm going to use a knife. See how it turned out. If we got right to the center, we did. I think we're good. Yep. So let's try not to drop that. So check that out. Nice thick. I missed a little bit on the corner when I pulled it out, but that looks nice. Looks thick, looks dense. Let's take a look inside. I'll show you inside. Check that out right in there. And it looks like a Pac-Man. So that's our cheesecake. Again, I would have liked it about 2 inches higher. We'll do that on the next one. So now we'll just carefully blend back together. Press. Now usually when I'm giving these away, everyone knows that I'm baking for YouTube. And they'll have a slice cut out of it, just so we can take a look at it. All right, let's go here on our sauce. So we've got that heating. Very easy to make this sauce, but it just takes, you got to put in the effort to strain. So I've got a 1/4 cup of white sugar. Take that right off. That's going to start caramelizing right away because our pan is hot, so that's good. Just swirl that around a little bit because we don't want that to burn. And then we can add in our, let's test it. Great raspberry. Strawberries in. I'll actually tilt the camera in. That raspberry is really good. Whew. See exactly what's going on in there. We've got to be aware we want to stir. Now we can get the rest. I'm leaving. I'm having one more blueberry. Sorry, raspberry. That's really good. I'm going to lift off the heat for a minute. Turn that down a little bit. I have to crank this up to start because it takes a long time to heat. And then we can let it back down. So we're going to break down all of these raspberries. I'll move those cheesecakes aside. We need a little bit more space. Now our heat's good. Excellent. Looking solid. See how those raspberries are breaking down nice and quick? That's what we like. Okay. Next. Vanilla. I've got a tablespoon here, but I'm using just a teaspoon, so I won't fill it up completely. That's it on the vanilla. In. Stir. There we go. And this one is our lemon. This is the start of the show, so I'm going full. Ooh, I missed already. There we go. One in. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of lemon. Now we gotta keep stirring. I don't want that to burn. No chance of burning. Smelling nice. Raspberry. And then I am going to test it as well. I may add a little bit more sugar. looking solid. Lower that heat again. We brought it to the boil, so now we're just going to simmer. Keep stirring. Yeah, raspberry breaking down nice and quick. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining. We're finishing off our cheesecake that we baked last night. In addition to the other two we baked in the afternoon yesterday. So right here we're doing a raspberry sauce. Heat all the way off. We're good. It's gonna be a nice one. If you love lemon and you love raspberry, this cheesecake is a really, really good combination. There we go. Almost. Okay, I'm gonna get a small spoon so I can test that. Whew. Getting hot in the kitchen. I'll lift that off the heat too. In a minute so we don't burn it. Let's test it out. I started with that 1/4 cup of sugar. I think it needs a tad more. Tad more. I gave that another tablespoon or so. All those seeds. Now, if you wanted to use this directly with the seeds and have a kind of a thicker, chunkier raspberry sauce, you certainly could. You could leave it just like that. I'm going to unplug because we're done with the heat. We don't need that anymore. Let's take that right off the heat and we're going to bring out our blender. That right in there. Everything's hot around here. We gotta be careful. There we go. Set. Thanks everybody again for joining. Appreciate everybody. Okay, blender time. And here's what I do with that. I take because we're decorating straight away, I get a few ice cubes. In the sauce it goes. Starts cooling that down really quick, which is good for us. That's what we need because we're decorating that cheesecake right away. We're not waiting. So 4 ice cubes should do the trick. Nice. Excellent. Okay. See what we have here for our raspberry sauce. So come around this way. This will just make sure all the raspberries are completely broken down. Always use a towel when you're going in here. We're just going to pulse it up on a low speed. And then we'll get it going. Test that flavor again just before we finish off. Another spoon. See how we got it here. Thickened up nice with those ice cubes. Check that out. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's actually a really good consistency. We're going to stop right there. Let's unplug again. We don't need that. We're going to remove this because it's just too hot to be around. Put it over there. Okay. Now, as I say, you can use the sauce just as is, or you can strain it to remove all of the seeds. Let's see, I don't want to miss anyone's good comments. We're okay missing the bad ones, but not the good ones. Excellent. Let's just angle that a little bit better. See exactly what we're going to do here. Okay. Well, this is it. Strainer in. If you've got a finer mesh strainer, cheesecloth can work. We just want to get rid of as many seeds as possible, so we'll have to press that. Just move it around a little bit. Seeds are okay, but if you want a silky, smooth sauce, we want to remove as many of them as we can. Good. And we'll use our rubber. Press that down even more. This will help. And I have quite a bit of sauce here. The good part is we're removing a lot of seeds, so you can see them. Let's get it all. A nice sweet raspberry sauce. Swirl it around a little bit. You can see all the seeds that are staying in there. I'll show them to you when we're done. Press it around as much as possible. Just the pure sauce, a nice raspberry, lemony raspberry syrup. Good. Now we'll press. Good. A little Sunday afternoon baking, and then got to get to football. We have to finish this one off. Be delivered later on. So check that out. Those are all the seeds that we were able to stop from going in our sauce. We did well. I think we're good right there. A bit more sauce. Good. And then bring the cake off the bench into the game right here. Okay. There we go. Let's bring that a little bit lower. I want a good camera angle when the sauce is going in. I think that's better. You guys will be able to see that a little bit better. Right there. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We're not having it drip everywhere. Make sure that's pressed in. Enough. Good. So what I do here is, if I've cut it, I start with where I cut it, that crack. You can see the cheesecake didn't have any cracks, so that's a really good thing. No cracks, no craters. That way I give it a second, it seeps into where I cut. Helps seal that up, and then this will go in the fridge as well for a little bit. And I'm gonna try and leave a little border around the side like you saw on the blueberry one. Okay, here we go. Circles, just get a little bit bigger, and then we guess right about there. It looks like it should be enough to cover that cake. We need to add more, we certainly will. I'm going to try our best here to not bring it over the edges, but I might have put a little bit too much. We're going to see in about 30 seconds if it goes over. I see it coming to the edge here. We're going to have to try and save it. Okay, we might have saved it. We might have saved it. Let's see here if we can get this. There's a little lip on the cheesecake that might save us. We got to get to the edge where we want first, and then we can go through and fine tune anything that we need to. Right around here. This is the problem. It's the problem child right there. I'll have to pull it back in and then come over a little bit less. Once we know we're safe, then we'll go over it again. I might need to do a little blotting right there. Okay, I think we're good. Make sure everything's filled in nice, smooth. Try and get it as even as possible, especially over where we cut, which is right here. The area that I'm on right now. Raspberry cheesecake. Whew. Look out. I think we're good. Get a paper towel. Gotta be careful on the blotting because where it could come over the side. We don't want that. Right there. It's, again, a problem area. Good. We save that corner. Let's make sure we save this corner right in here. And we're not selling these, so if it's not 100%, that's okay, but we'd still like to get it as close as possible. The presentation is everything when someone opens the box. I hope I didn't miss anybody. There we go, that's good. I like it around there, it's fairly even. We can fix this a little bit. Gotta be careful right there, there's excess. Right there. I think we made it. And the last one right around here. We got it. Nice. It actually worked out. We didn't get over the edge. Not bad, not bad. That'll get a passing grade today. For a Sunday afternoon, passing grade right there. Let's bring that camera, change the angle a little bit. If you have any questions, of course, pop them in the chat. I'm gonna have the full recipe out on the channel soon. As soon as the video gets posted. The live usually takes 24 hours to get posted. Check that out. So that's our, we'll bring them all in the frame to see everything we did on the weekend. I already took care of another one. That was a birthday cake Oreo. So we've got that. We've got the little hockey puck blueberry. We've got the bigger blueberry, and then we've got the full-size raspberry. 3 cheesecakes. Had the 4th done on Friday, and the 5th one was done 2 days before that. That's still gonna come out. That's a Reese's peanut butter cup cheesecake. No Oreo crust on that one. A birthday cake Oreo. That one's gonna come out hopefully within the next week or two. And then you've got 2 blueberries and a cheesecake, or and a raspberry. So we've got them all. That's it for our baking session for the weekend. No more baking this weekend. I need to watch some football. I need to eat some food. I need to go deliver these as well. So if you have any questions, throw them in there. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like it, subscribe. If you like it, share it. If you like it, hit the like button. Smash that one too so we can keep growing this fake bakery in here, okay? Anyways, until next time, Uncle Drew out. Boom! Whew! It's warm in here. Whew! All right, we're signing off.